On Hermit 26, I'm here to give you my ROH Supercard of Honor 5 review. Right before I get to the review, two quick plugs. First, Unplugged Double Cross King, he just got his laptop, so you really don't have any reason why you shouldn't be subscribed to him now. If you don't like the 30-second videos, fine, but now he does have a laptop, and he has put like 4 or 5 videos up, so check those out. He does a very good job with them. And then again, Nightmare 10, I'm going to plug him. Very underrated guy. He knows what he's talking about. Just he deserves a lot more subscribers, so go subscribe to both of them. They're both very, very good. Alright, now to the actual review. I thought this is kind of tied with actually Better Friends, Different Enemies 2 for Ring of Honor Show of the Year to this point. I know we had Death Before Dishonor right after it, so, and that overtakes both of them, but to this point in the year, this or Better Friends, Different Enemies 2 is the Ring of Honor Show of the Year. Alright, first match we had was the Briscoe brothers versus Kenny King and Rhett Titus. Just a good, solid opener here. Both teams went out there and showed their stuff. Nothing really besides that, but basically it was just a good X Division style opener. Just a lot of good moves, fast-paced wrestling, and just a very, very good tag team match for an opener, 3 1/4. Then we got to probably the worst match of the night, but they did it for a certain reason, which I'll get to. Erick Stevens versus Grizzly Redwood. Grizzly basically stepping in for Necro, his friend, well, he thought, to face the embassy, and then basically they went out there and wrestled for a little while. Grizzly got to show a little bit of his stuff, but Erick Stevens basically dominated him a lot of the match, 2 stars. Then Grizzly, leading up to the show, said he was going to have backup. Brought out Balls Mahoney, got a big pop. Everybody was singing along to his theme song. Just a good moment there. I mean, Balls Mahoney is a perfect example of a guy you bring in once, kind of like this. He's a good guy for that. So he was brought in, and they basically, it was a good little moment there, 2 stars. Then we got to Amazing Kong versus Sara Del Rey. This needed a lot more time. Honestly, you probably should have flipped. I mean, there's nothing really on the card you should have flipped it with, but maybe just give it. I know it is a Supercard. Give it, 10 more minutes, or maybe even 5 more minutes. Might have made a difference. Just give them a little bit more time. Maybe we'll see that in the rematch in Chicago. Probably that's what we'll see, because that's kind of the Shimmer area, and a lot of Shimmer fans do get upset. Or a lot of ROH Shimmer fans do get upset when a lot of the big Shimmer matches in ROH don't happen in Chicago, so they can't see them. But it is ROH, not Shimmer. But I do see where they're coming from on that. So basically, hopefully we get a lot. They get them a lot more time on this show, on the Chicago show. So basically, they only got like 7 minutes here, but it was still a very good women's match for 7 minutes. It's probably the best match in the night. It was probably better than Briscoe brothers King and Titus. Honestly, I loved this match for the time it went. Both women got to show exactly what they were doing, and Amazing Kong's reactions to the "fuck you, Bubba" chants were great. So 3 1/4. Then we got to a very, very good match. Eddie Edwards and Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels' first match back in Ring of Honor in a big network. He did wrestle the night before in Manassas, but this is kind of in front of a huge, huge crowd. His first time back, taking on Eddie Edwards. Edwards got to show a lot of what he can do here. I mean, basically because Daniels said he wanted to face Richards, and Richards was on a tour for New Japan, so he couldn't do that, so Edwards stepped in and faced him. Basically, Daniels as a veteran gave him a very, very good match. I'd like to see, actually, that's probably why they had Daniels and Strong versus the Wolves at the TV tapings 2 weeks after this. Because this was a very, very good match. Made both guys look very, very strong. Even though the TV champion did lose, they made both guys look excellently strong here. Just good booking, and Christopher Daniels definitely still has it. Eddie Edwards is definitely climbing the ranks in Ring of Honor. Very, very good job here, 3 3/4. Then we got to Austin Aries Delirious. They're kind of feuding, so I mean, Aries did an absolutely hysterical promo before the match started. I don't want to ruin any of it, but that brought out Delirious, and then he made it even more funny, and just a great stuff from Aries. And then so basically that made this whole thing watchable. The match itself, Aries Delirious, was not that great. This probably actually, as a wrestling match, was the worst match of the night, but as a moment was better than Stevens and Redwood. So, I'm going to give it 2 stars as well. It was okay for what it was. I liked it, but, kind of continued the feud a little bit. But, hopefully this feud doesn't drag on, because I don't think Aries and Delirious have all that great a chemistry, honestly. So, hopefully they do end this kind of soon, if it hasn't already ended, and they just kind of want to make the fans forget about it. So, 2 stars there. Then we got to a 34th Street death match. Kevin Steen versus Colt Cabana. This was great. Wow, this was just brutal, brutal stuff. I mean, you haven't seen Cabana do something like this before this feud, since this feud with Homicide, so, because maybe even a feud with Jimmy Jacobs in early 07, probably since then, actually. I always liked Cabana doing this. When his serious stuff, and when he shows it, he's always very good at it. So I always like seeing this out of Cabana. Kevin Steen and him actually do have very good chemistry when it comes to this. I mean, you did have Steve Carino show up unexpectedly and his son Colby Carino show up in the middle of this match. It's just awesome storyline stuff. Really getting this feud picked up, you know. ROH does such a great job with this feud. Chikara does such a great job with BDK. 2 awesome storylines on the indies this year. You know, I couldn't ask for more out of either one of them, honestly. Man, 4 stars here. Just great, great stuff. There was one spot that happened that I just was like, oh my god, in this match. I was just like, ooh, that was brutal. And that really doesn't happen a lot for me anymore, so. Especially because I've seen a lot of deathmatch stuff, so. Through 4 stars there, especially in a person like Ring of Honor. That was very, very cool to see out of 2 guys that I've watched like at least 100 of matches of individually for Steen and Cabana. Then we got to a match that, because of TNA, was not like a 5-star classic, maybe even 4 3/4 stars. If this match had a clean finish to it, this would be a lot higher up. But this match, even with a screw job finish, even without a clean finish, when it wasn't a screw job, this match was absolutely amazing. The Kings of Wrestling, Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli versus Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns, for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. Holy crap. You want to see tag team wrestling, real tag team wrestling, and you're kind of tired of what WWE and TNA are doing? Watch this match with a TNA tag team, the current TNA tag team champions in it. Just, wow, this match, even with a funny end, with a not a clean ending, is still on my match of the year countdown. This knocks off House of Truth versus Phoenix Prince from AAW. This was better than that. I mean, this was better than, I don't know exactly where it is. Hold on, let me check. I don't know exactly where it is. This is the best tag team match this year. This is better than both Briscoes Kings of Wrestling matches in my mind. I mean, I had to pull up my match of the year countdown right here because it's different on my channel right now, so I have to change it. But definitely just an amazing, amazing match. I don't want to ruin it. It's just real tag team wrestling is what it is. I just loved this match. I know fans like Instant Classic 8 who loved this match even though he's not a big fan of the Machine Guns. So, you know, just an awesome, awesome match here. 4.5 stars. It's now is currently 6th on my match of the year countdown, so you got to check it out. Absolutely amazing. Then we get to a match that was the main event for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Tyler Black, Roderick Strong. This has been building since the last Ring of Honor show in New York before this 8th anniversary show. Finally get to see the payoff here. Just an amazing match. Actually, I wouldn't call this amazing. You know, I would say it was great, but I honestly did think that Black and Hero from Chicago was better. I did think that all 3 of the big matches on the Chicago card were better than this, but this match was still great. Borderline amazing, not really, but it's a strong. It's a kind of a middle of the line 4 1/4. Just, it's a great, great match. A lot of good storyline, you know. This set up the Roderick Strong heel turn very, very well. It made Black look strong. You know, the crowd was all over Tyler Black for whatever reason. They're chanting overrated. You know, he's not overrated. I don't at all. Actually, he's not. So basically, just a 4 1/4 star match. Just a great, great match there. Overall, 9.0 is an amazing show. Check this out if you haven't already. I'll see you guys later.